fascinated by this. So now, do you sit down with the architects and do all that stuff?
Yeah, it depends on what stage of, you know, if it's remodeling or if you're building something from the ground up, yeah.
Okay, now, what's like the biggest mistake? Uh-oh, there's no bathroom. I built this house, there's no bathroom. I mean, what's the worst mistake you made?
Worst mistake would probably be the house I had to bulldoze after I finished building it.
What? You bulldozed it? No. I mean, what? Well, you got a temper. Don't piss her off. All right.
I don't like it.
No, really, no.
Yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
It's not that I didn't like it. It's it looked pretty.
Yeah.
There was just some internal problems.
Wow, it's like show business.
Kind of like, isn't it?
Wow.
All pretty on the outside.
And did you knock it down yourself?
I did. They taught me how to do the bulldozer.
No, wait. So you want? I personally want to destroy this house myself.
Yes.
And you drove the bulldozer through?
It was fantastic.
Did you like
Yes, it was
down?
so good.
And how hard was it?
Not hard at all.
Really?
I mean, given that you have this many-ton sort of claw thing that you just, you know, it just sort of took it down like paper. Just, you know.
Wow.
I'm just amazed at how easily it comes down and how long it takes to erect.
Wow. So how long did you, what part of the house did you say, I want to eat first?
Bathroom. Bathroom in the master bedroom.
Oh, okay. So you just...
I just clawed my way through it, just like that.
And how long did it take you to destroy the entire house?
I did about a quarter of it, and then I let the guy who was really, because, you know, you have to sort of, there's like 4 levers to control it, and I'd be trying to go left, and it would swing. That's what took the house down, was swinging through.
And you realize, oh, it's the wrong house.
Oh, sorry.
So
but it took about 2 hours to tear that entire house down. That's it. Yeah.
And you read the construction magazines, too? You go,
oh.
Larry, come over here. I want to take a look.
Yeah. It's kind of like erotica to me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but like you know, it's okay. Come on, like, okay, guys with your tool things and your gun and ammo things. It's like, oh my God, you know, it's like it's.
Well, my wife is that way with the House and Garden channel, and she watches all these shows, and I go,
absolutely. It taps into our innermost female, I think.
Innermost female, bulldozers through the house.
Exactly. No, but that's where the tomboy came out. See, I'm well balanced that way.
Yeah, that's a tomboy. Yeah. Now, do you watch the Extreme Makeover? Do you watch those shows too and get ideas?
You know,
oh, I like that.
I don't really watch. I always end up. I think I land on them towards the. I like the sobbing part. You know, where they see the house, and they're like fall on the ground, and I cry every time.
You mean sobbing because it's good, or
because it's good?
Oh, I see. Now because they screwed it up.
Because it's bad sobbing until the cameras are turned off. I'm sure.
I see.
No, I like it when they cry and they're really happy. Yeah.
So who's handy around the house? Is it you or Jesse? Is he good with? I know he's good, obviously, with motorcycles.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, really, he has to be good. That was part of the requirement.
Oh.
Yeah.
He has to be good.
I mean, in around the house.
Right. In and around the house.
Around the house.
Around the house. Get that bulldozer.
I'm in so much trouble when I get home tonight.
Now let's talk about Infamous. I thought you did a terrific job. I think it's some of the best acting of your career.
Thank you very much.
And tell people what it's about.
It's about Truman Capote and him going down to Kansas to write In Cold Blood with Nell Harper Lee and all the people. But there was another film out which took one way of looking at it, and this is another way of looking at it, which is all the people in his life and friends and lover and people like that recounting what they thought happened.
Now, did you, your Alabama accent was very good, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you go down there and hang out?
We were able to, I had a great dialects coach who was able to call on some people who are from Monroeville and who are roughly around Nell's age, who would talk to us on tape recorder, and we would copy them.
And did you just do that all day around the house, too? So you have to just sort of stay in character all the time.
Pretty much.
Just drive people crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, you play Harper Lee.
Yes, yeah.
Did you ever meet her?
No. She took herself out of the public eye very, very, very early on in her career and has made a great effort not to be photographed or talked to, but, you know, caught on camera. And I really respected that. Just because I'm an actor doesn't give me a right to go and barge in on her life. And I have a great admiration for her.
Well, tell people a little bit about her. I mean,
she wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. It was the only book she wrote, but that book is still, if you haven't had the chance to read it, you really should. It's one of the most beautifully written, moving slices of time about racism and things that were going on in the South at that time, which are so relevant now. But how she writes it is just, it's absolute poetry and funny, and she's just, anyone who could write a book like that has to be an incredible woman. So it's just, everyone should read it, I think.
Now set up this clip. What is the scene we're going to see?
I think this is the scene where I'm fussing at Truman. Toby Jones, who plays, he's freakishly good. And he's English, by the way, so when you hear him, you'll realize. But I'm arguing with him about, he wants to establish a new reportage or a new way of writing that I think is wrong.
Let's take a look.
What are you talking about?
I think this story is bigger than an article. I think it's a book.
I can see that. But nonfiction, right?
Yes, of course it will all be true, but...
But what? Either it is or it isn't.
You're not understanding. I want to bring fictional techniques to a nonfiction story.
What fictional techniques? The ones where you make stuff up?
Excuse me, if I were going to make stuff up, do you think I'd bother taking all these notes?
Well, you're obviously planning to turn Bonnie Clutter into some faux poetic recluse when what it sounds like is that she was just thrown off by her menopause.
What is your stupid point?
That you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. The truth is enough.
I must say, I don't appreciate this lecture from you, of all people. Mockingbird was based on true things, and you sure improved that.
Right. It's a novel. Reportage means recreating, not creating.
This is a new kind of reportage.
I'll say.
Nice job. Now, you wanted to mention Governor Ann Richards.
The Ann Richards School for Girls, which I started working with her on before she passed away way too soon. I don't know if you guys know who Governor Ann Richards was, but she was an extraordinary woman that's establishing, I think, the third, maybe the fourth in a line of school that's in Harlem and in Dallas, and it's for girls who normally wouldn't get the chance to go to a school of this quality and don't have the means to do it, and just gathering them all up, every kind of background, every race, every nationality, and allowing them the honor and the privilege of the great education so that they can go out and be leaders. So I was working.
Well, congratulations. It opens in selected cities. Infamous. Be right back with Michael Caine.